Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. As for today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to manage anxiety while you public speaking. We have all been through it, where we are supposed to go in front of a crowd and say a speech, but what happens? Anxiety kicks us. And that is why in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to manage anxiety. Let's get started. First of all, what are the symptoms that you have anxiety? One can be shaking. Sometimes you are supposed to go in front of a class and say a speech and say something, but you start shaking. We all know that and it's all common. How can you manage that? You have to self-practice using a mirror. Most of the times before going up, or some of the teachers, especially mine, they tell me which subject I'm going to be talking about and that tomorrow you have a presentation. What I do if I feel like I'm gonna have anxiety is I go in front of the mirror, practice in front of the mirror, and like act as if the mirror are the people, so that when I'm practicing in front of the people, they don't think that oh you're doing bad. Actually, what I saw in the mirror, what I put in my head is what they're saying and seeing. So that is what you should do. If you're shaking, go in front of a mirror, practice every day. And it's not even a matter of fact of doing it only when you have presentations, whenever something is coming up, or even on your free time. Just take a mirror, practice, and that will help you to improve your self-confidence, because you will think that if I'm presenting, the way I saw myself in the mirror is the way people are seeing me. The second symptom that you can have while managing where you have anxiety is standing still. Most of the people say balance the stage. As you're speaking, move here, move to the other point. But when you have anxiety, you might be having and sitting still and just having the book like this, or when you're saying something and looking straight forward and not making eye contact with people, and that is another symptom. What you can do here is trying to move so that every single person gets the message, but not so fast. Sometimes you see teachers, when teachers are moving on the class, it's not because they want to check up on you. They want to make sure that every single person, the one who's behind or in front, hears what he or she is saying. So you have to know how to balance the scene, move a little bit, but also don't make it and don't move fast. So you have to also practice this every day. As you're saying something on an invisible crowd, move a little bit as you talk, move, do some movements, but don't go too fast. The third symptom that is very common is sweating. We might go there, we've all have been there, and sometimes it might be like a crowd of the whole entire school, and for that you might sweat. So something I can do for it is that you have to carry a handkerchief, so whenever you sweat, at least you show some proper sign of hygiene, because hygiene is also nicely. And you have also to drink some water. And one thing I can tell you to do is doing breathing systems. Most people laugh that breathing systems don't work, but they do. Before doing any single thing, breathe in and breathe out 10 times. If you're supposed to go for a presentation, you might even turn and then breathe in, breathe out. And as you breathe in, you say inhale confidence and exhale anxiety. Always say that when you do that 10 times, and it will help you while you are sweating. You just immediately said your speech after doing that 10 breathing system, and already you feel confident. And the fourth one, that is the last one, is difficulty in concentration. Sometimes we are so worried at what people are thinking about us. We are so worried that if people stare at us a long time, they might either be judging us or making fun of us, because we are all different. Somebody might look at you, somebody might not. Somebody might look at you with judgy eyes, somebody might look at you with a smile, some will look at you angrily, and you're like, what am I supposed to do? So if you have difficulty in concentration, prepare your speech knowing your audience, because you cannot go like in teenagers and start talking about politics. They won't listen to anything. Instead, you can go and talk about music, food, there they can understand you. And at the same time, you cannot go to elderly people or like older people and start telling them about music, about what they cannot listen. They just want something that will bring purpose to them. So whenever you're going to prepare a speech or something to say, know your audience, because the way I talk to you guys is not the way I'm gonna go to a younger child. If I'm teaching my people music and taste, for a younger child, I will go sing to them, bring them food, basically try to manipulate them for them to hear me. So if you're having difficulty of concentration, prepare your speech knowing your audience, knowing what your audience like. If your audience like teenagers like laughing, try to include some jokes that are actually funny. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, anxiety is normal. It is completely normal, and one day we get over it. I'll see you back in another video. I love you guys so much. Bye.